Howdy all, this is Texas Gaming Industries here, and welcome to another episode of my Let's Play of Transport Fever 2 Free Mode Edition. In the previous episode, as you can tell by the thumbnail, we basically started expanding our operations by replacing some of our aging steam locomotives with some new modern diesel traction, such as this Fairbanks Morris Trainmaster picking up steam. And in this episode, we're going to continue on doing work on making sure our equipment looks modern. Considering that I already have a train number 40 with this Alco RS I think I might as well start replacing some of the aging Columbians. So, let's see. They're only carrying 5 cars each, so I might as well just get a new diesel switcher to serve them. Let's see. I'll just get the same type of locomotive again. But since these cars are carrying cigars, I might as well do that. And basically grab a local caboose for these trains. $53.3 million, but that should basically do it. Now let's see, what else? Well, most of my trains are still doing pretty well financially. Many of my steam locomotives have already been replaced with diesels, and most of my services have started to basically make some money. Though, I have basically yet to no. What I meant to say was, one of our newest services is picking up gold bars from this gold smelter and taking it down to be processed into gold products. All the while, many of our industries are still going pretty well with cargo. Like, this warehouse is still packing fruit that needs to be delivered into town. Also, the arrival of supplies for foodstuffs, which, now recently, needs to be delivered to Cedar Point. So I'll have to build a freight station there. But because of the location of the freight station, I'll have to basically demolish a couple of these roads around the station building, just so the freight train can easily enter the station. Let's see. Food is not basically the highest priority commodity in this town. The highest ones are for lubricants and, well, cigarettes. We'll basically just do the same as we did the previous times. We'll have one station to basically unload loads of cigarettes and food for the town. But we'll basically also add a freight station here to unload loads of lubricants. Well, okay. This side will basically be used to unload, let's see, cigarettes and lubricants here, and food and alcoholic barrels right here. We'll need to basically build a track straight off of this line here. Turn off the catenary. And somehow the noise has disappeared. Ugh. Odd. But I don't think it will cause any problems. Hopefully. It'll be a little quiet, but at least, however... Oh. Well, the noise still works, but when I'm laying down track, it doesn't make a noise. Alright. With that out of the way, we'll just need to place down a couple of these dwarf signals for the new freight yard. And we'll also need to build a new one for the extension off of this track to service the freight yard on this end. We'll do that and basically curve it in and place down these signals here and here, and that will basically do it. Although we'll have to place some newer signals here for our electric commuter trains. The Cedar Point Exchange is already waiting for a train of marble. All we do need is stone to be processed into building materials. Let's see, the nearest stone quarry for this industry is located either near Granite or Pine Valley. This stone quarry is serving the asphalt plant, so the nearest one we could use is the one near Pine Valley. And that load will have to go through a tunnel, go onto the track serving the war materials plant. It will have to basically curve. Wait. Oh, crumbs. I didn't actually finish this section of track. This one has been left abandoned for like a long time. Ugh. Actually, why not I just make this a byway to connect to connect up there? It's worth a try, considering there's no way I could build a switch on this end. So, we'll basically construct a tunnel at about 1 point, no, not 1 point, 720, well, $1.19 million, and do the same on this. Curve it to the left. And then basically extend the track out again. Getting rid of the tunnel to make a cutting. And finally reconnecting the main, basically reconnecting to the main line of this. It will go up, connect to that track, go down and connect to this track, and now we got ourselves a new section of line that we can use for our freight operations. You might also notice that some things are a little different. The cash flow is in the negatives because now, since we're already so fluid with cash, we don't need to worry about annual maintenance. And with that new extension being made, some of our trains can now use this track to reach a particular destination, which in this case is one of my local passenger trains. But with that out of the way as well, we can at least get started on transporting stone up to the building materials plant located near Cedar Point. As we'll also enter the year 1953, and we might get ourselves a newer locomotive that we could use to handle this load of stone. We'll build a tunnel through the mountain, and basically curve it, set it straight, and then basically do that. Make it a double slip switch, and also place down some signals for the new extension. As so, and now the line is ready for service. And we also got some, new buses, a new truck, the Volvo Viking, which is a little bigger, and a new boxcar. No new locomotives, but at least some new rolling stock. Though these trucking convoys could basically use a bit of a tune-up. I'll replace these aging ones with the new Volvo pickup trucks. Actually, yeah, these new Volvo Viking trucks will basically do the work. Now, Convoy A is picking up barrels, and this one is picking up both barrels, alcoholic drinks, and barrels of alcohol. Well, both of them will work pretty well on that service. So, no more of those. Let's see. We're still using the Volvo LV66 on a couple of these services, along with this. So I think it's basically time to get these two ancient truck designs replaced. D1's picking up alcoholic barrels, while E1's picking up silverware. I'll just replace them with the Studebaker design. Now, I need to set up a new service to pick up the loads of stone from the quarry at Pine Valley West and take it up to to the Cedar Point Exchange. It'll be a long distance, but it will basically make its delivery. Now let's see. Freight trains, minerals, coal, gold ore, bauxite, iron ore, silver ore, oil sand. E8B. Freight train E8B, minerals, stone. Now then, let's take a look for that train of stone as well. With the tie curvature, I think I might have to use a smaller locomotive. But first, I'll have to set it for the right line, which is basically this one. And this locomotive will be replaced with something a little more capable of handling loads of stone. We'll basically just get another pair of GP7 diesels for this operation. Alright, now stone and marble can be delivered to this construction materials plant. The building materials then can be taken out to local towns in the area. Speaking of which, how is the town of Granite doing at this point? Because I still want to know if there are any commodities on it. We have yet to deliver any champagne. We are delivering loads of building materials, silverware, and machines, but none of those are basically being brought in. Where is that darn train of champagne? Oh, it's waiting for a clearance from the main line. And where is that train of grapes, may I ask? It should be located near Pine Valley. Oh, that train is on its way back to pick up more. Well, at least, however, with our new services, we could basically almost finish up on one of those tasks of supplying one commodity to each town. Well, not each commodity, but basically delivering the 4 required commodities for a town. We still need to get a train delivering loads of asphalt into Riverside, but we'll need to build one train to deliver loads of that into Riverside from another direction. The only place I could do that is a train of building materials from the recycling plant at Granite, which won't be too difficult to do. Let's see. It will pick up a full load of building materials and bring it to the town of Riverside on this track. Though I think I might be able to fix this station track with something a little more. Looks like I'll have to do some modifications to this track. That's the thing about building tracks in this game. Sometimes you basically make it work, sometimes it does not. Like too much curvature. Huh, that works a lot better. And let's see. Riverside has train TS11. So this will be freight train TS11B, which will be carrying building materials. Get it gray, and then just simply make another train to pick up the building materials. I already know what train I'm going to be using for that service. Let's go back to the depot and acquire some diesel power. We'll just use some more GP7s because those engines are pretty useful on handling freight. And we'll just basically use a couple of flat cars to carry these loads of building materials. $360 units. I'll add the caboose. Oh, I'll have to delete some cars. 207. And that will be train number 90. Well, it's better than nothing, I suppose. Okay. Building materials, go. You go pick them up from that factory and bring them in. Speaking of which, 29 building material. Has the town of Leamington grown at all? It hasn't. And there hasn't been any deliveries of alcoholic drinks at all. Oh, that's the reason. The mainline tracks are blocked because there's so much trains in the area. Looks like I'll have to do a quick fix. Let me see. Nothing. What if I do the double slip switch trick? None. Nothing. I'll have to lay down some temporary signals, I suppose. But we got some new bugs, new equipment. GMC Cruiser, Scenic Cruiser, new Alco RS1s, a new trolley, BCC A7, and that's basically it. There we go. Much better. Speaking of which, where is that train of alcoholic beverages anyway? Oh, it's this train carrying cigars. This train is carrying tobacco products. And this one is... oh no. Train 71, no path. Oh, this train is actually a little too long for this crossover piece. I'll have to get rid of that. Let's see. Do that. And do this. There we go. Much better. Though this train could carry at least a little more oil. Speaking of oil, I think it's about time that we get started on serving the refinery. The Granite Oil Refinery is located here, but if we could basically bring oil there, we could at least make some refined oil. But we also got to get started on delivering supplies to this fruit juice packaging plant. Let's see. This is going to be very tricky to do because these curves will be so tight and I won't be able to allow any particular movement. Yeah, like this, that is not going to work. Yeah, too much curvature. Although, what if I try this? Oh, still too much curvature. But at least I can throw in a switch. If it works, it will work. Now let's see, it needs water and it needs fruit juice. Fruit juice can be processed in this factory near Woodsburg. It needs sugar, it needs fruit, and it needs water. And since it only has one destination, I might as well just make it a 4-track station. Unless, yeah, it's only needed in one destination, and that is that fruit juice factory. We'll have to basically place down another switch here at this junction. Too much curvature. 40 miles an hour. And then basically curve it down to this. So fruit, sugar, and water can finally be delivered, and we can finally start making fruit juice. Because many of the town's folks in this region do not like to drink alcohol, and they want to have a nice alternative for like a cocktail party. Let's place down a couple more signals in this area as well as here, and also here. So, I'll have to figure out how to get this train to go from this track to this station. And, are you serious? Another traffic jam? Oh, it's just waiting for a signal to change to clear. Well, let's see. Actually, let's see if we can basically make the switch here. Why is every train basically being delayed by a signal? Well, at least that train is carrying a whole bunch of silver products. But after that, though, after going straight and curving, there we go. Now we have our new fruit juice factory extension. We'll basically also do that. Do that. Go straight. And then basically do this connection here. Perfect. Now fruit juice can finally be picked up and taken to local towns. As according to this, the only towns that needs it is Woodsburg and Javaburg. But we'll also need to set up a new service for these operations. Let's see. We need to pick up. Why is there slag at this? Liquid water. I do not want to pick up anything at Kingsburg. Anyway, let's see. Since this is a liquids, let's see. Liquids A1D. It will pick up a full load of water at the at the pumping station and take it down to Woodsburg West where it will be unloaded. And this will be known as Freight Train A1D, which will be liquids and water. The water will be picked up by the train and then taken to the factory. Which, by the way, I'm basically just going to clone this one and put it to work on that new operation. Let's see. Water, water, water. Here we go. Next is sugar. Sugar is from this farm. So train 4B. So it's train B4C. And we also get another set of vehicles. We got a new bus, some new buses, a new RS1, and an EP2, and a new electric locomotive, the EP5, which could be very useful on an electric service. But anyway, pick up the sugar from the farm and take it down to here at Woodsburg West and drop it off on track 1. Wait, not track 1, track 2. So this will be freight train B4C, which will be farm products sugar cane. It will have a full load as usual, a 10-minute interval, and and I'll basically copy this train and put it to work on that one. Okay, fruit, sugar, and water is now being brought in, but now it needs fruit. Let's see. The Greenwood Tropical Fruit Farm could be useful. Oh, come on! This is not gonna work. I'm getting this train back into the freight station so it at least can clear the line. I think I've got to rework this section in the next episode. Now let's see. Fruit's being picked up. It will pick up fruit from this and bring it down the main line. Let's see. Hmm. Though I think the train will have to go over the road to get to the main line again. Okay. That was not gonna work. I think I need to make the track a little bit steeper. We'll do that. And just cross over the road here. Make it a bridge. We'll just use this girder bridge. And once that bridge is placed, then we'll basically build the track outwards and connect it to the main line. As long as the game could basically render in this piece of new track, which it does, thank goodness. Let's see. 35 mile an hour. It works because it's a cargo line, not a mainline track. And I'm passing this. And it's going to be connected here. I'll need to place down a dwarf signal here. And finally, I need to set up a new service. Once we get this service set up and the train set on the route... Oh. How is it not working? Oh, I think I might know the reason. It's not a double slip switch. Yep, not a double slip switch. So, copying the train carrying fruit. Let's see. Processed products, grapes, sugarcane, water. Actually, this will be the first time carrying fruit, I think. So, I think this will be freight train. Let's see. Freight train B6. Train B6, farm products, fruit. Full load. And I'll just copy the train that's used on the service that's serving this farm. With train number 93 up and running and put into the new service, I think that will basically do it for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this episode of my Let's Play Transport Fever 2 Free Mode Edition, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Texas Gaming Industries for new video uploads every Friday or Saturday, depending on my on-site schedule. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye!